Good afternoon to the Makah community. I want to talk about a few things. There's a little bit of confusion about some of the things that were mentioned in the video yesterday. Thank you for your questions, comments, the calls and texts that I received. Want to try to clear some of that up. Please bear with me while I go through some of these items. The first thing, the most important point that the Makah Tribal Council wants to make to our membership, to our community, is that we want you to shelter in place. That means staying within your own home to the extent possible. Only leave for those things that are most necessary. And we also want you to practice social distancing when you're in your home and definitely when you're out of your home. You know, these are the two most important things, and that's critical for us moving forward from this point on over the next several weeks as we endure the effects of this virus on our lives. So I have this little whiteboard here. Being a coach, this gives me a little bit more comfort to talk about here and point at some things. So remember, we want to shelter in place. We want to keep our families together under one roof and not go visit other families. And when we're under that one roof, let's all try to maintain at least 6 feet away, that social distancing aspect as much as possible. I know all of our homes are different sizes, and we just need to do the best we can to maintain some distance with our families. So the other thing that I got a lot of comments on was hunting and fishing. People misunderstood and felt that or thought that maybe we opened up hunting for deer and elk. Okay, deer and elk is not open right now. Follow the current regulations that are in place. If you have any questions on those, contact the natural resource officers or call the public safety department at 360-645-2701. There are no new regulations in hunting. Currently what is open in the hunting is bear and cougar. And I think there's probably some waterfowl open as well. So there is no new hunting there are no new hunting regulations for deer or elk at this time. Should it become necessary, we know that we have a lot of skilled hunters that can effectively and efficiently go get that resource for the community when we need it. So we'll do that if that is absolutely necessary, but right now we are not moving forward with any new hunting regulations. And also regarding fishing, all the fishing regulations will be posted as they're usually posted. Have any questions on those, contact Makah Fisheries, and whether it's Russell Savek or if you have any of the other employees' numbers, you may reach out to them as well. So those regulations remain in place. There's no changes to how we're doing business with that right now. The other thing is the COVID-19 hotline that I mentioned yesterday. It's still under construction. We're working some of that out because we haven't implemented one of those before. So when you call, please bear with us and have patience. We're working some of the things out. So something that can also help you get some information is the Clallam County COVID-19 hotline. This is answered Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The number's 360-417-2430. This is the Clallam County COVID-19 hotline, answered Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 360-417-2430. There's also another number to call. There's a call center that Washington State has on COVID-19, and that number is 1-800-525-0127. That's 1-800-525-0127. That's the Washington State COVID-19 call center. So definitely call those numbers, educate yourself, get some tips, and also our health director, our public health officer, Dr. Elizabeth Cope, will be having materials on the Sophie Tredevick Indian Health Center website. Please, if you have that ability, study that material, watch the videos, read the articles, and call and educate your family. Spend the time to do that. It's very important that we follow these public health recommendations on how to protect ourselves, how to shelter in place, how to social distance ourselves during this time that we're trying to protect our community from COVID-19. I want to talk about our fishing fleet. Our fishing fleet, I saw a couple things that did concern me. Want to make sure that our fishing fleet are not going down to the marina to just socialize. I know there's work that has to be done on the vessels, so I'm asking our captains, skippers, and boat owners, please schedule out the work that needs to be done amongst your crew. Call them, communicate with them so you can have just one or two people down there. If it's a safety issue, I know you have to have a second person, but there are a lot of things that can be done with just one or two people on the boat. We don't need 4 or 5 people going down to one vessel to do work. Let's think about that a little differently, because everybody goes home to a separate household. That's some of the things that we're trying to avoid doing in our community. So let's schedule time. Let's clean surfaces on the boat, common areas that people are touching. Let's please be mindful of that. Let's not use this shelter-in-place order that allows people to work on their boats as a means to go socialize when it's not necessary. So to our fishing community and our fishing crews, please don't gather down at the marina to just socialize. Let's just send 1 or 2 people down there to do specific work on the fishing vessels and schedule that out. We know that's a big change to how we do things, but that's something that we absolutely have to do. The other thing is youth. We need our youth to avoid gatherings. Had some reports of youth going out to the beach and bonfires and things of that nature. Our youth, even though your risks are not as high, but the risks of you transmitting the COVID virus is very high, and we need to think about that. Hospitalizations among the youth have grown across the country, and that creates some disturbing statistics on medical beds being taken up by younger people when there's critically older people that need that bed space in hospitals. So if our youth can totally avoid even contracting any serious infections from this virus and not be around other people, that'll help us protect our older and vulnerable population. So the youth, please stay at home. Don't go associate with your friends. We know this is extremely difficult when you're a teenager, and we ask that you avoid those things. No gathering up in a car and thinking, oh, it's just us, we're young, we're not going to get sick. But those are the types of things that are going to put our community at risk. And parents, please educate and encourage your youth and don't allow them to do those types of behaviors. With that, I just want to thank the Makah community for reaching out. I know there's going to be more of this down the line that we got to clarify and get information out on. This is big changes to our society, but these things are necessary for us to move forward, protect our future, and protect ourselves now. I want to say thank you. Klako, shoo.